Hi guys, this is Tom Broussard again. Another article and video for the week. It's good to see all of you guys. Before my stroke, I actually did a class called Lifelong Learning class. Back then, I did a lot of work as a career counselor, and at that time, people really were just beginning to understand that you can have your job, have your education, and thought that you would do that for the rest of your life. Not realizing that as the world changes and it continues to change, everything changes. And as a result, you have to continue to get new information every day, learn new things, get new jobs, and you have to be a lifelong learning person. And that was all before my stroke. Then after my stroke, I actually started talking to the therapy about the same issue of that I need a plan. I need to know how I'm going to get better going forward, even though on the outside, when I tried to say that, I don't know what I said actually. I did write it in my diary that you will see if you look at that, and it's in an article too. If you go online to my website, you'll see the article itself. You could see what I was trying to tell the therapy about the fact that I needed the lifelong learning context of which I needed to get me ready to go forward and multiply, as we used to say, multiply, when you are done with your therapy. So that was really the beginning of me understanding that I did need a plan. I did need to continue to learn everything I possibly could to get better and ask the therapy about it. You'll get to see it in my article because it actually looks pretty funny because you can see some words, including the word context, but still didn't make any sense to me at the time. But just because of my heart problems before, I did have to start walking. And I thought in the walking, I should start recording myself, keeping track of my calendar, starting a diary, recording myself with my phone. All of those were activities that I didn't know would be therapeutic. I didn't know I would get better, but the activities themselves turned out to be the planning in action that quite by accident, I just started doing what anybody should do. I'll call it should do in my case, because of the lifelong learning approach to things, that I needed the activities that would provide me with more information just by being there out in the world, seeing the signs I had seen and trying to figure out why I could or couldn't read or write any number of these particular words. So that is the way it turned out for me, that all of us need to be embraced with a lifelong learning approach, because at the end of the day, we're all on our own. I mean, we have our therapy. They're great people. They do great things for all of us. But at the end of the day, it's over and it's all up to us. So we have to adopt this lifelong learning approach to who we are. It is not unlike the people who don't have a stroke. They too also have to think about lifelong learning from the perspective of people who will always see change in the world. And yes, we have our new component of the change of our particular world, but everybody has to think like that, approach it that way, and start at least with the activities that will then lead you into more intellectual force that allows you to read more by writing more by reading more, seeing things more, and as a result, contribute to your reading, writing, and speaking going forward. But we all have to do it, and we all have to do it by thinking our way through this long after the conventional therapy is done, and long before we are deemed perfect by anybody else's perspective. So we just have to keep on working on it. Thank you very much for listening to this week, and I will see you again in a couple of weeks with the next episode of my article and video. Have a good week. See you soon. Take care of yourself. Bye.